All right, let's take a look at the Unit 10 test review. So we'll quickly do these three problems. You're going to see these very same problems, very similar to problems on the test. So if you really know these three, you will do very, very well on the test. So let's take a look at them. So the first one, we have to graph the following function. So y equals x squared plus 7x plus 10. The x squared, the biggest exponent there, tells us that we're going to have a U-shaped graph. So what I want in the graph is I want the vertex, 2 points to the right and 2 points to the left. Are the main to draw a beautiful graph. Let's do it. All right, so we got to get to Desmos, so let's go to Desmos. You can type in y equals if you'd like. Type it in exactly how you see it. You actually don't need the y equals in Desmos. It's kind of crazy. Otherwise, it's just an expression. So we type it in. Desmos does a great job with what I call points of interest. When you click on the graph, it'll give you the vertex. So I want to have, I'll have -3, I'm just writing this off to the side, -3.5, -2.25. Now when we're talking about graphing, the decimals are great, they're fine. The other 2 points of interest that I see are, they happen to be the X-Intercepts, which X-Intercepts are also known as solutions. Sometimes we call them roots, and we also call them, oh my goodness, solutions, roots, zeros, and X-intercepts. Looks like we have another coordinate here that's at 0, 10. That is a y-intercept. That is not part of our solutions. So I have from the vertex, I have 2 points to the right already given. I'm actually going to go, and I want 2 points to the left. I have one here at -5. I'm going to kind of follow the graph up, and if you look just a little bit higher and to the left, there's another point here, I believe, at -6. You can see it right there, -6, 4. Another way to look at this is you go to the gear or the setting and hit table, and you could type in -4 to see where we're at. Oh, it's not there. -6 is what I meant. Let's do -6. There we go. That's the coordinate I wanted. We could also do it -5, and you'd have another point there. So I don't really want that -4 there. It's there. It is a coordinate. I just didn't like it. So I have 2 coordinates to the right, 2 coordinates to the left, and that will give us a beautiful graph. The main ones I want you to make sure you know are the x-intercepts. It's when y equals 0. Those are the main coordinates there. So coordinates, the -3.5, to draw a really nice graph, you need the vertex. The vertex is the max or minimum point of the graph, so that's called the vertex. Now when you're graphing that, you're just going to go to -3, so left 1, -2, -3, go in between -3 and -4, right in between, so it's 0.5, that's halfway, and then down 2 and a little bit down. So you're going to be hanging out, it's kind of weird, but you're hanging out kind of right in the middle there. So that's the vertex, that's the bottom of the graph. We also have -2, 0, and -5, 0. Those are your solutions. Those are x-intercepts. Those are known as our solutions. If you got them, you should always draw them in. So the solutions are at -1, -2, so that's left 2. And then we have another one at -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. And then we have a coordinate at 0, 10. 1, 2. So we go 0 left and right, and we go up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way up top. Up at 10. And we have a coordinate to the left at -6, 4. So let me write these in. 0, 10, -6, 4. -6, left 6, up 4. I believe there was another coordinate in there, but we don't actually need it. We have 2 to the right, 2 to the left. It's going to be perfect. All right, looking at what is the x-intercept? The x-intercepts are -2 and -5. All right, let's take a look at factor the following expression. So we have, there already is x's, so 3x squared minus 5x minus 2. So 3x squared minus 5x, subtract 2. Let's take a look at what the x-intercepts are. It's crossing the x-axis. Remember, that's always where the x equal or the y equals 0. So we're at negative 0.3 repeating. If you see that it's 0.333, that means it's going to repeat. So when we put this in the graph, we're going to continue to put in a lot of 3's until the fraction comes up. And then, so we're at negative 1/3. And then the other x-intercept's at 2. So negative 1/3. So the x is going to be at negative 1/3. When you say that fraction, you put the negative on the numerator. So let's put it there. And at x equals 2. All right. When we find the factors, so these are solutions. We need to find factors. From the factors, you can find this, or from the solutions, you can find the factors. It is a division right here. Negative 1 divided by 3. We don't usually look at it like that, but you can. So opposite of division is multiply. Instead of dividing by 3, you multiply by 3. Multiply on both sides of the equal sign to keep it equal, because it is an equation. Baby equation, but it is an equation. 3x equals negative 1. And let's add 1. Because our goal here is to get this equal to 0. Get this little equation equal to 0. So we have, this is going to be 3x. I ran out of room, sorry. 3x equals 0. There's one of our factors. Our other factor is going to come from our other solution. So we have a positive 2 here, so let's subtract 2. We get x minus 2 equals 0. And so our factors are 3x plus 1 and x minus 2. And there are factors to this quadratic. Last problem. So we have 2m squared plus 11m plus 5 equals 0. First thing we need to do, make sure you change the variables to x. So we're going to have 2x squared plus 11x plus 5, and that's going to equal 0. Let's put that into Desmos. So 2x squared plus 11x plus 5. Let's find those x-intercepts. So we have one x-intercept here at negative 5. The other one's at negative 0.5. So I don't want, you can have negative 0.5. That's fine as a solution. I'm going to change it to a fraction. So let's go negative 0.5. Or negative 0.5. Change it to a fraction. It's negative 1/2. So we have negative 1/2 and negative 5. So x is going to equal negative 1/2 and x equals 5. Let me make sure that's right. Always double check. Negative 5 and negative 1/2. See, gotta check it. I even get things wrong. All right, so we have negative 1/2 and negative 5. All right, cool. And just remember that x-intercepts are also zeros, they're solutions, and you can also see them as roots. So you see any 4 of those words, they all mean just find the x-intercept. Hope this helps. Good luck on the test.